What's happening? What's happening? IQ Shaheed again, baby. Oh, this some more shit. This me right here. Search that shit. No more motivation. Yeah. Yeah. No more probation. You understand? No more probation. Yeah. 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 IQ Shaheed, no more probation. Probation. Look it up. I'll put a link in the description. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Y'all look that up, man. It's your boy IQ Shaheed again, man. You already know. Call me IQ, call me Shaheed, call me IQ Shaheed, call me whatever you want to call me. Call me a buster, homie. You dig? So first of all, shouts out to Bird Martinez, aka I guess Erica. I don't know your name, babe, but the pretty girl, the pretty Spanish girl talking about my ear itch like a motherfucker. Talking about I mean somebody talking about me or something, right? That's I'm pretty sure that's some kind of when your ear itch, that mean that that mean you need to clean them. No, I'm saying. Just clean my shit like that. But yeah, shouts out to you about the black and Latina shit. She hit me up too. Shouts out to you, baby. So today I want to talk about I thought long and hard about this shit, and I was like, what can I fucking talk to him about with that? I want to give y'all my expert on it, but because this shit is making under my belt. Um, yeah, but I thought long and hard. I was like, man, what can I fucking talk to them about? You know that? No, because I'm just really, getting used to this shit. Like, cause I'm actually used to talking like a real live person. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk to y'all about the truth about like Xanax, Percocets, promethazine, lean, whatever shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I'm of age to where that. All right. So when I was growing up, you know, Percocets, lean, Xanax, that was kind of new then. Like not new, but new to the hood. Nowadays you hear it everywhere. Every hood nigga talking about, every rapper talking about it. The young niggas, that's nothing new. Y'all talking about young niggas. Y'all talk about it more than we talked about it. It was taboo back in my day, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it's not as cool as everybody think, you know what I'm saying? And no, I don't get crazy how I used to get crazy when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, as far as popping Zan bars and blue footballs and 512s and perk 30s and promethazine and straight cough syrup and NyQuil. But um the truth about it, basically, man, like, Xanax for one, Xanax is I believe is a antidepressant, which is I guess that's like a anti like you be happy, it makes you happy and shit. It's not opium based from what I believe or what I know, what I research. It's not an opium based thing like Percocets or lean. And if you don't think I know what the fuck I'm talking about, I have a lean cup. I know I'm black, y'all. Hold on. This is not lean in this cup. Yes, it's fucking 9:44 in the morning, and this is beer. But trust me, I live that rapper lifestyle. But no, I actually fell asleep last night and forgot I didn't finish my beer. So, but yeah, it's like when I was coming up, man, it was like, all right, let me tell you my first experience about any one of these type things. So I ain't gonna say my cousin name, but I was staying with my cousin. I used to stay. There's a certain cousin I used to stay with him, right? Like every summer. He was like, I don't say he was the rich cousin, but he had like definitely the nicer house. He'll come stay with me sometimes, even though we was living in apartments. You know what I'm saying? But he had foot surgery, right? So he had like a flat foot, so they had to come do some kind of make an arch in his foot or whatever. He came through the surgery. They ended up giving him perks and some promethazine. You know, promethazine in the bottle. And I know whatever you kids think it is I'm talking about the prometh, all right, with codeine, promethazine. I remember I never forget. Had to be like 15, man, and he had left one day. He had to go to work or he had to go do something, and I was staying in his house. My aunt was gone, which was his mama. My uncle was gone, which was his stepfather. Everybody was gone. I was the only nigga left in his house this day. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I was like I was knocked out in the room because we used to get fucked up back then too. You know, we was drinking beer and liquor and smoking, but we wasn't like doing no designer drugs and no shit like that. But I remember he had woke me up. He was like, "Yo, Q, cuz, like, I'm about to go." He was like, "Yo, I left some pills under my mattress called Percocets and it's some cough syrup or something. If you want to try that shit, 'cause I don't think he had ever really tried it. He might have said he tried it once or like the night before, but he's like, yo, let me know how that shit is. This when, I grew up on Three Six Mafia. That was my, I always tell people Three Six Mafia was my NWA. You know what I'm saying? I actually ended up meeting Juicy J and working with him, helping him come up with shit in the studio. Um, Shouts out to YK808 Mafia, my motherfucking brother. You know what I'm saying? But he plugged me into that. He's actually has a deal with them and whatever. Um, but yeah, that was my NWA, and it was the ones rapping about it. Nobody else was rapping about it. Like on the radio nowadays, Percocet, mullet, that wasn't a thing. Like it's taboo. You can't really. It's like you didn't want to because you know what I'm saying. It was not a thing. It was kind of like, not saying you look like a junkie, but it wasn't like weed. It wasn't. Nobody talked about it. Nobody really knew about it. So he left those for me. Excuse me. So I get up. I go eat. Damn, excuse me. Drinking that beer. I go eat. So I'm like, I'm bored as fuck in this house. I'm like, fuck, I don't think I had no money or nothing. I might have had like a half a blunt or something from last night, the previous night. That's all I had. And the store is like, around this area, the store is like far as a bitch. Like we're in a subdivision type shit. Like there was no really walking to the store. Like you walk to the store, that's like at least an hour walk. Like it's a hike. And you might get hit by a car type shit. So I'm in there bored in this house. I'm like, man, fuck. Ain't nobody here. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's coming back to fucking 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So I said, man, did he say he had some Percocets or whatever them pills was from his surgery and the cough syrup? So I go lift up the mattress. Boom, I lift the mattress up. It's right there in the middle of the mattress. A prescription pill bottle and a fucking cough syrup. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Google it if you don't know. How does a promethazine bottle look? The red one or whatever. So I said, man, I'm gonna try it. I took one of them motherfucking. It was Percocet 512s, and like I said, if you in the culture, if you know, that's like the most general basic shit. But if you never took them, because they're a painkiller. Those are opioid based, not like the Xanex. Um, so I smoked. I popped one of them, drank some water. Finished it with some water. Or washed it down with some water. Smoked to have a blunt. Oh no, I even smoked to have a blunt first. So I did. Then I smoked the blunt. So I'm like, man, this shit ain't even doing that. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga gave me some old bogus ass, dumb ass, lame ass Tylenol or something. Nigga out of nowhere. It's like I start floating mentally, nigga. I'm like, floating, nigga. I'm floating, nigga. I'm in the house floating, like. And it's just me and the dog in there. They had a dog too. Rest in peace, I believe. Biscuit. Her name was Biscuit. It was a Shar. You know what I'm saying? If you know the Shar, it's the wrinkle face dogs. So I'm looking at Biscuit, like after this shit set in, probably like 10, 15 minutes, the shit starts setting in. So all my muscles instantly become relaxed. And I'm just like, but my brain feels like I'm floating. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, oh shit, this shit is crazy. I'm like, this shit is like the pill form of weed, which it is, but it ain't because I guess that was the opioids in it. You know what I'm saying? The opium in it. Um, so from that point on, I was like, oh, this shit is dope. So that became a thing with us, you know what I'm saying? Not just me and that cousin particularly, but like just the culture, it became a thing. So, but I never once really, I was never one to, if I did do specialty drugs, I don't do hard drugs, you know what I'm saying? When I say hard drugs, I mean crack, heroin, meth. I don't shoot shit. I don't, none of that crazy shit, right? Even though if you look at me and you can tell, braids on. If you look at me and if you're a good reader character like I am, you can tell, nigga, I done done some shit. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, this shit's crazy. So fast forward to 2000 and whatever the 2014, 13, 12 or something. 13, I think, when niggas really started rapping about that shit. I'm like, nigga, that's old news. And I'm like, on top of that, the way y'all rapping about it, nigga, it's not like weed, nigga. Y'all putting the messages out to the kids and not letting them know. But it was kids giving kids messages. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I wasn't a kid at that time. I just passed the threshold of not being a kid. Like I was just about to go to prison and shit. So I definitely wasn't a motherfucking kid. And if you want to know what I went to prison for, I might make a video about that. I might not. I probably would. But yeah, man. Like I just want to say that the truth about these shits, man. These are not recreational drugs. These are made in a fucking lab using fucking 2 parts oxygen, 1 part carbon. Like I don't know, I'm just make, but it's like it's not like grows out the ground like weed or if or beer like wheat. Wheat comes from wheat hops. It's not it might be some derivatives of that's or some ingredients that's a derivative that comes from that, but it's not like I want people to know that these drugs. I'm not judging nobody or nothing, but these are not. I wouldn't advise. I'm not a fucking doctor or nothing. I wouldn't advise you to pop 30 Percocets or 10 Percocets or 5 Percocets or 3 at one time or you know what I'm saying? Because for Xanax, for example, this is why I don't like Xanax. And I'm gonna tell you, Xanax, it feel good for fucking 30 minutes. You feeling lovely. And if you lay the fuck down, if you get comfortable, you're going to sleep and you ain't waking up. The fucking house could be on fire and they could run in your pockets. I actually had people, crackheads, when I was selling crack. I mean, I've done it before for a few years. I remember one time when I was selling crack off the Zans, I went to the trap, right? Shout out to all my niggas in Atlanta too. So I was in the Atlanta trap, um, and I was fresh as fuck. I had a gang of money in my pocket. Like it was one of those Good Fridays. Like everything was going good. I made money. I had another check come in from, I think I was working a job too at the same time, maybe. And I just had money. So I bought a new scale. You know what I'm saying? For my so I can weigh shit up. Brand new. It was like and if you know anything about that, I bought the $14 scale. Like it was like $14.95. Like the cheapest one you can buy, like the little bullshit scale. So and I fell asleep. Um, Me being the clever nigga I am, I said fuck it. I'm gonna put the crack in my sock just in case I fall asleep. So I was also drinking and smoking as well as I popped. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole story in itself. I'll tell you that story about this chick I was with. That's a whole nother subject. But nigga, I woke up, nigga. I woke up. It's bodies everywhere. It's like 5 crackheads in the living room. Another trap nigga. He was my nigga though. Other trap nigga was my nigga. So I'm like, nigga, first thing I go for, nigga, because I fell asleep on the recliner. Like I fell asleep sitting up with my leg kind of cocked up, like sleep. You know what I'm saying? But like, the recliner wasn't even all the way back. So then I check my sock. First thing I do, check my sock, nigga. My whole pack is gone, nigga. I had probably like a quarter of some crack in there. You know what I'm saying? Which is 7 grams. So I'm waking niggas up. Man, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I never got the crack back. Another story from the night before that, I'll tell y'all that another time. About how the Zans did me the night before that, because I should have known from the night before, but I mean, it was too late. I had already popped them, you know what I'm saying? But the truth about them shits, man, them shits is not all they cracked up to be. Be careful with them shits. And nowadays, in 2018, they got pill presses, so you never know what you got. I could piss in a cup, put some spit in there, and put a little bit of coke in there, and press it up, and make it look like a Zan bar. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't even know, and I still sell it to you and tell you it's cheaper. Not that I do that because I don't press pills. I don't even sell that shit or nothing like that no more. I don't do that stuff no more. I rap now. I'm a rapper. Um, but the truth about it, man, y'all just got to be careful. You don't know what you're getting. Um, I'm not trying to control your life. I'm just saying, be careful because this is not marijuana. This is not anything of the sort. This is not beer. This shit can literally kill you. And now they got this thing. Rest in peace to my nigga G, man. You know, so they got this shit called fentanyl, which if you don't know fentanyl, research that. And well, I'm not gonna make a video about that because I'm not a professional on fentanyl. I never took it. But that shit will kill you. If I press up some shit and don't know the exact measurements, it can fucking kill you, man. And they'll put that shit in Percocets, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all just to be safe out there, man. I know it's about to be New Year's and shit. Even if because it ain't New Year's, if it wasn't New Year's, just be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the links and shit in the description. Shout out to all my people, man. Like and subscribe, man. I'm just starting this shit for real. So like and subscribe and then hit me up and let me know what else y'all want to know. 100. Hold on. shit.